With the rapid advancement of technology and people's increasing resilience on the internet and social media, cybersecurity has become one of the most important fields affecting our daily lives. In light of the current tensions in the region, rumors and misleading information can sometimes spread quickly across the digital space, highlighting the importance of awareness about how to protect ourselves and verify the information we receive. To talk more about this topic, we are pleased to welcome Dr. Sulaiman Alhasawi, OTICS cybersecurity researcher. Dr. Sulaiman, it's really a pleasure to have you in Good Morning Kuwait.
Pleasure is mine, thank you.
Dr. Sulaiman, to start with, could you explain to our viewers what cybersecurity is and why it has become one of the most important fields in the world today?
Cybersecurity is the protection of systems and applications and computers and data, information, etc., etc. Everything that we deal with technology today has to be secured and protected.
Indeed.
So this is the goal and the aim of cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm. So in light of the current tensions in the region, why do rumors and misleading information spread so quickly online?
I think it's a human nature, you know. During
everybody wants to be analyst. Huh?
Yes, everybody wants to be analyst. The fear, the emotions is high, is tense.
Yeah.
And there are also the people who want to take advantage of this, especially
to market themselves.
To market themselves, or the opponents themselves that you have conflicts with. This is part of the war strategy as well. So war is information in war is very important. So whoever controls the information has the advantage.
The upper edge.
For the edge, yes.
So that's why you know in light of the current the rumors always spreads quickly. So how can people distinguish between reliable information and rumors, especially with the rapid spread of news on social media? How do I know this is an information or this is a rumor?
There are few ways to do it. The first one, which is the recommended, is to look at the main source.
Okay. So you usually always ask about the source.
Yes, ask about the source. Go to the source, check if it's there or not. This is the first source, which is, I think, the major step to do.
That's one major step.
Yes. The other one, maybe some AI now technologies, they help you to verify. If you don't have the ability to search it yourself, maybe, for example, in Twitter, ask Grok, for example, verify this. Maybe they can verify you with the source. So I'm not saying to rely on AI, but
I know this is like
it's automated. Extra layer.
And patience, maybe wait.
Be patient. And even if the source is good, you have to be careful. Are you allowed, or is it wise to digest this information, or is it wise to spread this information? Especially
even if it's true.
During conflict, because sometimes a good information is for you is could be harmful, bad for others.
So that's smart. See, not only rumors, even if it's information, don't spread it. Wait, see what's going to happen. So, could some of these rumors be part of cyber warfare or information warfare between countries?
Yes, it is, and it's been always like this, even before technologies. Information is a key factor in the warfare, because you want to affect the other opponent's perspective
by spreading false information between among them.
Yes, it's part of the plan, part of the war, part of the
fighting.
Yes, so that's why the Ministry of Interior and they always emphasize that it's not allowed to spread rumors and information. People take advantages of this information, especially if you reveal information such as geographical information, information about what's happening right now in your country, especially if there is a physical impact. You could expose information to the other side that confirms that what he's doing, and maybe you open new opportunities for the opponents.
Okay. So, Doctor, there is this, very important question. What are the most common dangerous types of cyber attacks that could target ordinary individuals?
The major one is, phishing, phishing, which means they are trying to send you a fake link, fake message, fake email.
Okay, it's becoming from phishing,
Yes, it's like phishing,
phishing,
And there is a spear phishing. Phishing, is wider.
Okay.
You just throw it, and whoever hooks. Okay, but spear phishing is you are targeting
a certain
target, particular target.
Okay.
And the goal is to, lure you to accept this link, and maybe it will infect your computer later or take information and data.
Okay.
So this is the major one. The other one may be.
The major one, you said it's spear phishing, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Spear phishing. Also, there are other cyber attacks methods, such as stealing your data, whether
for scientific or weapons,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And also, there are other, but these are phishing and social engineering is mainly for the individuals. So yeah, I would say so.
So many people use the same password for multiple accounts. What are the risks associated with that? If you have same password for multiple, for your Gmail, for example, or your bank account, you know what I mean?
Yeah, data is the gold, is the currency of the internet.
Yeah.
Whoever controls the data, whether it is in good way or bad way, is the key thing. So if your data is leaked somehow by maybe in the dark web or hacking an organization and getting the data, they can. Some people abuse this data, and it could expose your own credentials like username, passwords, your name. So if an attacker see your email and see a password leaked as well, he would normally try to reuse and your password for other accounts by using your email and searching for another account, and then use the same password for the other accounts that he discovers. So the danger is he can reuse your password for other for your other.
So what are some simple steps that anyone can take today to protect their phones and online accounts?
Well, never keep your password inside your phone.
Yeah.
Try to keep them in a safe wallet. Like there are certain applications that does that.
Yeah, and paper maybe some way in the house, or is that?
Yeah, for the main password, the key password that controls this app. Yeah, keep a copy, maybe locally. So use app, update your phone regularly and the apps, because if there is a vulnerability in the app or the phone, maybe you could be attacked.
Yeah.
Also, don't be suspicious always about clicking links and answering unknown phone numbers, and especially if it comes into the form of AI. For example, if you hear a voice with the current
like recorded.
Fake, deep fake, whatever. Be careful, verify, be suspicious. So yes,
during times of crisis, people often receive unknown links and messages. How can we verify whether they are safe before opening them? How do I know if this is safe or not safe?
Well, there are steps. One of them, check the spelling of the link.
Okay.
If you are using a phone, also there are certain apps that help you examine those links. If you really have to click. And if you don't know the source that is coming from, also ignore it. If the titles feels a bit funny or suspicious, don't open it. Also, if you're using a computer, you can hover over the link. Don't click it, just hover, and it will show you the source. Because sometimes it shows you, for example, GOO, Google.
Okay.
And once you hover, you say there is an extra 0 or an extra instead of O. So this is when you're using a computer. Yeah.
When you hover by the mouse.
Yes.
On top.
Just on top of the link. Don't touch it. Don't click it. Just, and then you will see the.
Nice. So and also like this is. I heard this the other day from the Minister of Interior about the cameras. You know, we have cameras outside houses, our houses, you know, for thieves or something. They say, be careful, try to change the password always, like every 4, 5, 6 months. I mean, how these cameras can be intercepted?
Cameras are, the problem is, like you said, they have sometimes poor password, default password.
Okay.
Because the technician installs it and leaves you like a password.
So he doesn't want to bother to change it.
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes they are the default for this device. Change them. And the main problem, they are exposed through Wi-Fi, and thus they are exposed in the internet via special search engines. So when there are certain search engines, when you search for a particular camera model in a country, you will find cameras, open cameras, and sometimes you can see the stream.
Oh,
so
that's
and some of them are not updated and have vulnerable software in the camera, so they can hack your camera and get inside your network. Okay. Sometimes they can steal your pictures.
So the enemy maybe can see, you know, through my camera.
Yes, they can control your camera, see you sometimes, access your data, access your pictures, hack your camera and inside the network, and then jump to other devices in the network in the computer. Yes, like moving laterally. So yeah, I mean, cameras are very sensitive. Be careful not to enable the. Be careful to enable the secure configurations. So, and don't enable remote access unless you need it. Update the firmware. Put a strong password, enable two-factor authentications, use trusted companies. Don't buy cheap camera because normally they have poor software, poor vulnerable software. So cameras are very, very important, especially if they are implemented in factories and critical areas in the country, because they could be used for spying and collecting about the target.
So it is really, is it really possible for a phone or account to be hacked simply by clicking a link? So just by simple click on a link, they can hack a phone?
Very unlikely.
Or account, for example?
Very unlikely, unless it is very a 0-day vulnerability or vulnerability and you're not updated, maybe the WhatsApp or whatever, maybe it could happen, but very few occasions. There are expensive exploits or vulnerabilities that only used against high profile targets. They don't normally use them against normal people because they are expensive and they use them for really important stuff like for them. But in computers, yes, it could happen. But because once you click a suspicious link, it could run a malware or a virus and install it. But on phones, the phones are now more secure than ever, unless you are outdated software and unless it is very specific vulnerability or exploit, which is very rare, not very common. But it could happen.
What role does public awareness play in reducing the spread of rumors and cyber threats?
Awareness, cybersecurity awareness is very important for any organizations, for the individuals, for companies, for you name it. Because without awareness, there will be ignorance about the dangers of the internet and what could happen in the internet. Because if people are not aware of the risk, they could do risky things. For example, if you don't know that there is a deep fake, for example, you will fall victim.
And definitely going to be a victim.
And if your friend's WhatsApp is hacked and he contacts you and you don't know that, you could also fall. And there are many people who fall. So awareness is key.
Yeah, absolutely. For parents, you know, how can they help protect their children from cyber risks given their extensive use of the internet?
Control.
By advising them?
Yes, advising them, tell them that there are dangers, the precautions, not to talk to strangers, not to photo, video your house or yourself and share them publicly, for example. Also put some monitors, parental controls on the computer and their phones, so they cannot access anything they want. Yeah. And also give them limited time to access.
Dr. Sulaiman, finally, what is the most important advice you would give to anyone using the internet today to stay digitally safe?
Be cautious, be paranoid sometimes. This is the best.
Don't be, you know, always confident. Always have the paranoid aspect.
Yes, it's very good. Be alert, and it's good to keep up with the experts to follow what they say, their advice. Protect your privacy.
And a question out of the topic. So, how is AI doing?
AI is improving very fast.
Really?
Yes, and it's hard even to keep up with this AI. And I'm not AI specialist, but I use it, and I find the trend is very, very strong. Like there are so much to come. I think there's a lot of things to come, but it's helping us. It's improving. It's there are the pros.
You know, the luckiest generation now. You know, they have answers for everything.
Now, one of my friends told me that I am getting A's now in my college or whatever. I tell them, if you don't get A's, there is a problem with you.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Because during our age, you remember me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you don't know how to answer a question, it's over. Game over.
Yeah, game over. That's true.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Dr. Sulaiman.
Thank you.
It's really a pleasure, you know, having you with us in Good Morning Kuwait. Dear viewers, that was Dr. Sulaiman Alhasawi, OTICS cybersecurity researcher. We'll go for a break and we'll be back.